your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
And welcome to the Consumer Quarterback Show. We always like to help you win, make you more street smart here on the program. And we got a great lineup of expert contributors today. Rebecca Vasquez is going to be on the program. Home River Group, she's going to talk about property management. And also Innovative Solar back in studio. Jerry Taracek in the house. We're going to talk with him about what's happening in the capital markets. The capital markets not only affecting the mortgage and real estate industry, but a lot of other industries as well. Auto loans, solar loans as well. So we're going to talk with Jerry about that. And I'm going to play a clip from Tucker Carlson's new show on the Hunter Biden plea deal. He gets a sweetheart plea deal. We're going to talk about that, this two-tier system of justice that we have in this country. Before we do, we always like to feature our real estate listings live on air as part of our strategy to help our real estate clients sell faster for more money. We got some hot listings here. We got a brand new property on Bardmore Place. This one is a beautiful unit in Tampa, 13906 Bardmore Place, Unit B in Tampa. 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bath. Got a 1-car garage as well, almost 2,100 square feet. You got updated windows, hurricane impact windows, kitchen, brand new stainless appliances, and an updated pantry. Second floor features water-resistant parquet flooring, oversized air-conditioned lanai, 5-person jacuzzi tub. Extra spa located on the property as well, and you got banana trees, avocado trees, beautiful, beautiful fruit trees as well. 13906 Bardmore Place, Unit Number B in Tampa Bay. Beautiful property, tile flooring, recently renovated, white cabinetry, and just gorgeous granite countertops or beautiful, beautiful countertops there. Bardmore Place is one of our hot listings. That one's in Carrollwood. It's in Tampa. Great opportunity for you here in Tampa Bay. 8328 Red Spruce Avenue in Riverview. This is another beautiful listing of ours. This is a great opportunity for a family to move in. And what I love about this community is that you have 3 pools, 3 separate community pools, splash park, multiple playgrounds, and more. 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bath. Great opportunity at Red Spruce Avenue in Riverview. You can see all of our 60 listings at PlatinumCoastalElite.com.
And yeah, I'm raising my glass to those saving our ass overseas.
Yeah, shout out to our vets, and we do offer discounts for veterans, first responders, teachers, nurses, and seniors at the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. Quick shout out to our friends at Replenish IV Solutions as well. I just came from their South Tampa location. I got hooked up with that vitamin infusion drip. It's the Myers cocktail, something like the Myers cocktail. ReplenishIVSolutions.com. Say hello to Steve and Elisa Gunn and let them know that the real estate quarterback sent you. Take them up on those special offers and incentives. Just for mentioning that you're a fan of the show. Before we get with Jerry here, I want to touch on just a topic that's so it's in the news, it's everywhere right now, but this is Tucker Carlson on the Hunter Biden.
This morning, Hunter Biden pleaded guilty to pretty much nothing. Biden pled to 2 misdemeanor tax evasion charges, then entered a diversion on a federal gun charge. That's it. As far as Merrick Garland's Justice Department is concerned, Hunter Biden is done. There was no pre-dawn raid carried live simultaneously on CNN. There was no perp walk, no handcuffs, no press conference. Above all, there was no felony. Hunter Biden, who broke federal gun laws, can still carry a gun. It's like it all never happened. In fact, the Justice Department just baptized Hunter Biden. A lifetime of sins washed away in an instant. It was a secular miracle.
Yeah, so it's interesting, there's no pre-dawn raid. What he's referring to there is where this system, this power, this group that's in power right now, they'll arrest their political adversaries on very minor, trumped-up charges, and then they'll put them in leg shackles in the airports or raid their homes at dawn, pre-dawn, 5, 6 a.m., kids all around. All the kids are like, what's going on? We got people with machine guns in our home. But anyway, so Tucker's so eloquent the way that he gets into that. And yes, it's just another example of, this dual system of government that we have. And I did a post on my Facebook page, by the way. Follow us on social at Brandon Rhymes 1, Brandon Rhymes PA, and at CQB Show. We still have Raise tickets giveaway going on now as well. But I love it because I had a couple of my friends chiming in. They're like, hey, Wesley Snipes went to jail for tax evasion. He owed about $7 million. Daryl Strawberry and his agent were indicted on federal tax evasion charges, $500,000. Girls Gone Wild founder Joe Francis pled guilty to 2 counts, misdemeanor counts, and he had to withheld $500,000 in bribes. he goes on to say, bribed and jail workers reported the Los Angeles Times. He had to pay $250,000 in restitution and served 301 days in jail. Leona Helmsley was convicted in 1992 of evading $1.7 million in taxes. Michael Avenatti sentenced to 14 years in federal prison. Ja Rule, a rapper, sentenced to 28 months in prison and agreed to pay $1.1 million back in taxes. So I replied, "Yep, you just helped me with some of my radio show research." So thanks to Ken on that one for helping me with that. So hey, we want to point out these things. What can we do about it? Well, we can vote for the right team. We can get out and wave some flags. We can support companies that are like-minded, and that's why we set this show up. Work with our like-minded individual companies. ConsumerQB.com, ConsumerQB.com. You can see links there to all of our expert contributors. All right, so let's bring in Jerry Taracek into the conversation. InnovativeSolarFL.com, InnovativeSolarFL.com for all your solar needs. Jerry, how you been?
Hey, pretty good, Brandon. How you doing?
I'm blessed and highly favored, my friend.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
Life moves forward.
It does, man. And how's Ann in the office? Everybody doing great?
Everybody is doing good. Mark was going to be here with him today. That's my key installer / service tech. Unfortunately, the heat took him, and had a rough night last night. Called me and said, "Do you mind if I don't come?" And I said, "Well, I get it.
Yeah, right.
You're going to be on a roof again tomorrow."
There you go. Take a little rest,
Save
little time
yourself.
off. That's right. So we got a lot of changes going on in the solar industry. There's a lot happening in the economy in general. What are you seeing in the solar industry, Jerry?
Well, I think one of the things that's really hurting our industry, Brandon, and the sales department, at least, selling complete systems, is financing. I mean, hell, you go back a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, money was cheap.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I mean, I use third-party lenders, and we can do that loan in the home, unsecured loans as it is in general. And those loans, if they haven't doubled, they've tripled in fees.
Wow.
And to the point that, it's tough. Cash is king. I mean, if you can pay me cash, I can give you a super price.
Right.
But for those that can't offer cash, or a portion in cash, we're losing a lot of those buyers.
Yeah.
And,
it's a liquidity crunch. I'll just comment on that too, from what I see and what I think caused this. And here we are, and I don't think they care. The elites in D.C., they don't care about the middle income earners, the small business owners. That's actually who they don't like. They target us in a lot of ways. But here's what happened in my eyes. So you have a bank, for example, like a SVB. A lot of people heard Silicon Valley Bank. Yep. What a company like that did is they had these loans that are coming in. They were lending a lot, of course, to risky people as well for these tech type investments, more speculative type investments. And then as a bank, and just in general, when you're a small bank or even a regional bank, you depend on your deposits coming in, and you're going to lend out about 70 to 80% of those deposits. Now, whenever the Federal Reserve kept interest, first of all, they kept interest rates so low for so long, 0 to 0.25%. That was an extended period of time. What they were doing is feeding on their fat cat buddies at the big banks, the Wall Street institutions, and then they were profiting in ways that they would do that through the stock market and, of course, buying up assets because they knew they could. So then they turn the faucet off. What they do, of course, and they say in the name of combating inflation, they turn the faucet off and they start raising interest rates. Okay, these are short-term interest rates, overnight lending rate, it's referred to. So when they start raising these short-term interest rates, these overnight lending rates, what happens is they were consecutively doing it fast. So they did it so fast to where a lot of these banks and institutions, they would buy T-bills, treasury bills. They would have, a low risk. It was like, hey, let's put our money somewhere. Let's put it in the U.S. T-bills. What happened now is with the federal government, the Fed, actually not the federal government, the Fed, there's nothing federal about the Federal Reserve, by the way. It's this independent group of crooks. What they did is they raised the rate so fast, so quickly, so fast, it went up basically 5 points over a short period of time. Now, all of that debt that you have on your balance sheets, you're underwater on it because you're at a lesser rate than you're actually collecting on. You're borrowing, in other words, at a higher rate than you have a lot of your funds tied up. So the long story short, this is affecting a lot of different industries. It's now, this is interesting that we're talking, Jerry, because we're talking about Innovative Solar here, a local business, family-run business here. in Tampa Bay, and this is affecting their business now, because now your customers, traditionally they could take a loan out on the solar at probably around a 3 or 4% back then, maybe a little bit more.
Yep.
But now you're saying that number has gone up double, sometimes triple to get financing.
Oh, terrible, Brandon.
Yeah.
I mean, a couple of years ago we're off at 1.99.
Wow.
And then 2.99. And all of a sudden we're at 7.99 or 11. I mean, it's just taken. Some people that could have bought that system a year or two ago won't today or can't.
They're priced out.
And the requirements have gotten stiffer. Mm-hmm. The background checks or the credit checks. I mean, things that they were a little more loose with.
Yep.
They are not now.
Right.
So it's taken a lot of business away from us. There's no question.
Let's talk about the benefits. So with solar, you do have benefits here. There's some strong benefits, because you still have, for example, Florida Power and Light, TECO, with Lacucci, all these different power companies. The one thing that's pretty constant that you can expect with them is a yearly increase. Is that right?
Oh, they've been increasing. They've gotten quite a few, Brandon. I don't think yearly. I think less.
Okay.
Every 6 months or so, practically.
Oh, there you go. So it's actually more. Yeah. So if you don't have solar, you can count on your power bill increasing over time. And think about 5 years, 10 years. If you have that long-term perspective, you can definitely see an increase. Yep. So solar gives you a way to kind of combat that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you take them out of the picture. The increases mean nothing. You have to have a package in.
Right.
And if we can't eliminate your bill, we're going to at least offset it, because there's only so much real estate available on your roof to put panels.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
We're going to get to a point where this is all we can do for you, depending on how high your electric bill actually is.
Right. I know we have 52 panels on our roof, with a different company before we met, Jerry. But the idea was, look, we've got 52 panels up there. We've got the right exposure, and you can design it to where you're capturing that photovoltaic energy from the sun.
Correct.
And the pricing has actually come down over the years. It seems like the technology is getting better, just like your old laptops and your plasma TVs that are now LCDs, and that's come down over the years. I want to jump into a couple of those benefits as well. So pricing and and still some financing available.
Yes. Financing that I've been using that's been pretty good for a lot of customers is 50% down in cash. The balance will carry no interest, no payments for 24 months.
There you go.
That gives you time to catch 1 or 2 cycles of your tax credit.
Right.
So really, in essence, if you're truly getting that tax credit and applying it to that, you really worked with free money.
Right. And
that's been popular.
I like that.
But if you're not in a situation where you can't give us some cash up front,
right? Well,
then that changes it. The one loan we're doing right now, I think, is 3.99, which sounds pretty good. But the hit on that, the dealer fee, if that's what you want to use
so
the
it's kind
term.
of like upfront fee or points.
Correct. That we're paying to generate that loan for that customer.
Got it.
That is a healthy chop.
So you're absorbing that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's going to take and bring your price almost a third more than that cash price.
Right.
And, I mean, now instead of borrowing 60, you're borrowing 90.
Got it.
I mean.
Yep. Now, Jerry, you guys do residential and commercial. Is that right?
I do both.
Residential, commercial?
The bulk of it is residential, Brandon.
Got it. Okay.
But yeah, we did the job right next door to your building here, the Acuity Center.
Nice.
And
how many panels do they get up there?
I think about 300.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah. So, he had an incredible bill, and he made the choice to go after it.
Yeah.
We couldn't eliminate him, but boy, we put a hurt into it.
Get it close.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. I want to talk to you about this whole idea of being off the grid. I mean, sometimes people think, oh, I'm going to get electric, I'm going to get off the grid, I'm going to get solar, but I think there's rules in place where you can't actually do that. We're going to take a quick break, though. I want to ask you about that. Do you have people that say, hey, I want to buy a place in the woods, I want to get completely off the grid, I don't want to be.
Right.
Let's talk about that, and also some of the other service. You do offer service as well, because a lot of other companies have gone out of business.
Correct.
And I've got a story I want to talk about as well when we come back. So we're going to talk more with Jerry Taracek here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, InnovativeSolarFL.com. And make sure you follow us online. We'd love to connect with you at CQB Show on Instagram, at Brandon Rhymes 1, and we still have these raise tickets online. I think you have a shot still to enter that contest, 2 VIP raise tickets on our social, at Brandon Rhymes 1, at Real Mike Murphy Auto Group as well. We'll be right back.
Hey, this is Grant Cardone, and you've been listening to the phenomenal Brandon Rhymes, the Consumer Quarterback Show.
We're talking with Jerry Taracek here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, InnovativeSolarFL.com, Innovative Solar here in Tampa Bay. Another great example of one of our local area business owners, and supporting the local economy means the world to us when you do that. You reach out to the show hotline, and we would love to put you in touch with our expert contributors. Lots of great, financial advice side, the financial side, the white-collar side. We got the home service providers. We got private pilots, jet industry, airline experts. We also have yacht brokers. Lots of ways we can help you with the Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com. All right, we always feature our listings here. We got a couple of hot listings. This one's on Burger Road in Lutz, 3704 Burger Road. This is a mansion for sale. This is $2.4 million, 10,000 square feet, 10 bedrooms, 12 baths, and you've got a beautiful indoor pool, full bar, oversized deck, tennis court, library, movie theater, sauna, 2 master suites, a grand balcony, and beautiful wood flooring. I'm told that wood flooring is actually from the original from Noah's Ark. It's such a unique situation there. Wood from Noah's Ark there. Just kidding. Burger Road, Lutz, Florida, one of our hot listings right here in Tampa Bay. All right, we got a commercial property as well. We do vacant land, commercial, residential properties. 7202 US Highway 301 South, Riverview. This is a opportunity for a corner lot, commercial business. Move your business. Stop renting. Buy business here. $799,000. Got a corner lot location. Got a muffler and auto shop that has a lease sign, so you got passive income built in. Corner lot location with a 1,200 square foot barber shop as well. Also, 2-year-old roof, brand new AC system. Great opportunity here. 7202 US Highway 301 South in Riverview, Florida. High traffic count there on 301, and a great opportunity to relocate your business to this awesome location on 301 South in Riverview. You can see all of our listings, PlatinumCoastalElite.com.
This is God's country.
All right, we're talking with Jerry Taracek here, Innovative Solar FL. So when we talked about sometimes these companies go out of business too. We've seen that happen. I actually had it happen to a neighbor, and he's like, "Hey, who's doing your solar? I've got issues going on, and this company went out of business." I call them, and that's got to be a bad situation to be in as a homeowner. But I'm sure you've seen that over the years, huh, Jerry?
There's more of that than you would think.
Right.
I mean, they come in from wherever they come in, and they're here for a year. They hire a bunch of gypsies for salesmen, and they tell whatever story they want in the home. They're gone. Customer's mad as hell because the system isn't performing the way they told them it would.
Right.
And they're gone.
Yep.
It doesn't matter what's happening. And so that's, we call them orphans, but that has happened at an increasing rate. And I think it is a sign of the times. I don't think it's going away.
Yeah. No, absolutely not, with all the compression that we're seeing, as we talked about earlier. So service is an area that you can help other people, other company or, homeowners, commercial property owners.
There's virtually nothing we can't service. Okay, we prefer certain brands, naturally, because you're more familiar with them.
Yeah.
But we'll service anything out there. If they call us, we have a basic fee to come out, and that usually covers a couple hours at the house. And at that length of time, we're going to figure out what's going on and come up with a solution, or we're going to fix it while we're there. One of the two. Yeah.
Now, living in Florida, we have these dander that falls from the trees, the pollen that gets on the top of these things. Is it advisable to clean these panels so often, or how do you go about that?
Well, you get the pollen in the spring, but then you get rains behind it. A lot of that will take care of itself because it is tempered glass over the panels.
Good.
If you're in a situation where you have sap in situations like that, which you shouldn't, because you should be no shade where you're at.
Right.
But if you have that, yes, you can light pressure wash them. That won't hurt them.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Good idea. The other idea, too, is sometimes if people have enough equity in their home, they can pull out a home equity line of credit. And that you're going to get a secured line of credit, I would think, cheaper than other non-secured loan types.
Oh, absolutely. I think we encourage it because it is smarter money.
Yeah.
No two ways about it.
Yeah. Exactly. And it's not like back in the day where people got in trouble. They would, pull out this money from their home and go out and buy a boat or, jet skis or something, right? So you're taking a secured asset, buying these toys, whereas this is going to be a smarter decision because you're, in a sense, you're investing it back in your home. You're going to have this appreciation from a buyer perspective, let's say there's two houses side by side. One has solar, and they're, let's just assume they're all identical, right? One has solar, one doesn't. I think that's going to help you sell that property and probably gain a little bit more of a value as well.
You like to think that, Brandon. I think there's a lot to be said. The individual that's purchasing, if they're energy smart, absolutely.
Right.
If they're aesthetic, all they care about are aesthetics, maybe not.
Yep.
I mean, you're a real estate agent. I mean, sometimes that you don't know. It's a good investment. Your life of a panel is about 40 years.
Yep.
So you're investing into something that is going to give you a super return.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I love it. Innovative Solar here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. We're talking with Jerry Taracek and selling environmentally friendly products since 1993. That's what it says there on your shirt, Jerry.
That is correct.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, we started a long time ago. I built homes at one point. That was in Spring Hill. And, I got into solar building homes.
Got it.
And I just liked solar better. Less moving parts. It was a cleaner, simpler business.
Right.
And we've stayed in it ever since. Now, I do pool. There's a lot of pool solar out there. You as an agent know that.
Yep.
We'll repair them. We install them. Again, we remove and reset equipment for roofers.
Okay.
Domestic hot water systems. We service those and install them. And then solar panels, solar electric that is.
Yep.
And attic fans. We handle all aspects of solar.
Yeah. That's smart. So solar attic fans, that's going to help you reduce your electric bill in a sense, where you're pumping out that hot air from the attic.
Well, your air conditioning ducts are in the attic in Florida in most cases.
Right.
So if you can drop that attic temperature, you use less AC.
Right.
So in that sense, yes, it's going to help you because you're going to run less AC.
Right.
It extends the life of the roof because you're keeping heat out of the attic, and that actually extends roof life.
I like it. That's good stuff. How do you want people to connect with you? Where do you want them to find you?
Best place to find us is on our website. And if they don't do that, call the office directly.
Okay.
And Ann Taylor picks up the phone and, either that way or through our website.
Let's give it out. InnovativeSolarFL.com.
Yes, sir.
InnovativeSolarFL.com, or you can call our hotline too, 727-263-3707. Text the word solar to 727-263-3707. Call or text that line. It's an off-air number. Jerry, pleasure catching up with you.
Hey, sounds good, Brandon.
Excellent.
Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. Coming up, Rebecca Vasquez, Home River Group here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. We'll be right back.